Steeler Nation, take out them terrible towels, and today you can wave them loud and proud, baby. Why's that? Because the Pittsburgh Steelers today showed that they are indeed proud of this game. My brothers and sisters, Steel Sermon in the house on this Sunday afternoon with another video. I'm speechless. I am honestly still speechless. I don't know how to start. I don't know where I'm going with this vid. But I'll say a couple things first. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. Links are posted in the box below. And any newer subscribers, welcome to the channel. You will not be disappointed as you saw me in Steel Twins' stream today. And also, if you're wondering why this is on my finger here, a little bit of an accident. I badly gashed my finger last night making dinner. Had to get stitches. It'll be off in 2 weeks, so you're probably going to be seeing this for a little bit. But, yeah, what can you do? But anyway, let's get on with the game today. 20-18. The Pittsburgh Steelers just knock off the Buccaneers 20-18. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a Super Bowl favorite by just about any fan in the league, any media pundit. They have the greatest quarterback to ever play in this league, and he had beaten us 12 out of 15 meetings. And they have one of the best defenses in the league. And we get the job done over them today without Minkah Fitzpatrick, without Ahkello Witherspoon, without pretty much our entire secondary. Our first ever win without TJ Watt. And isn't it so incredible that our first win ever without TJ Watt comes against Tom Brady? And all these years that Brady has tormented us, absolutely just decimated this franchise, the last time we ever play him, we get the last laugh. Isn't that incredible? Now, of course, that doesn't make up for all the times that he beat us, but it's just something that you love to see. I'll even say this. Brady beat us 12 out of 16 times. He finished his career 12-4 against us. But you know what? We beat him 2 out of the last 3 times. So there's that. But getting on to this game. As I said in my pregame, should we win this game, I will not say anything negative in my postgame. And I don't have anything negative to say at all. Except for maybe that one bad throw by Mitch Trubisky, more on him later, where he threw it behind Deontay Johnson. It was almost intercepted. And also us winning this game in spite of Matt Canada. I really don't have anything bad to say about this game. Because there isn't anything bad to say about this game at all. I mean, for real, I can't point out anything bad except for those 2 things that happened right there. And I'll also start off with, I want to give my thoughts and prayers to Cameron Brate for the Bucs. That looked like a real bad injury for him. Hopefully he gets better. Hopefully he's able to come on the field soon and be back in action. So my thoughts and prayers go out to him especially. He did not return. It looked like a real bad injury. But getting on to this game. The reason I said Mitch Trubisky was in this game is because we also lost a guy for a couple weeks, it may look like, in Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett got whacked 3rd quarter of the game, landed on the back of his head, got tested for a concussion. He did not return, and as much as I don't want it to be the case, as much as I don't want it to be Mitch playing the rest of the game, it had to happen with seeing how serious the NFL takes head injuries nowadays, especially with what happened to Tua Tagovailoa couple weeks ago against the Bengals. And I'll say only if Kenny Pickett is cleared to play for next week against the Dolphins, ironically. Only if he's 100% document written says, yes, he can play, I would start Kenny Pickett. But for right now, you can't take that risk. You got to go Mitch Trubisky until Kenny Pickett is 100% healthy to go and document written by a doctor and confirmed. But you'd think, with how hard I was on Mitch Trubisky, that I'd go off on him, especially with that throw he had. I'm giving Mitch all the credit in the world for today. Because this guy came in and he played like he had a chip on his shoulder. He engineered the offense. He led the offense to a go-ahead touchdown. But how can you even call it that when this team never trailed in the game? We did not trail Tampa for a single second in this game. And another guy who I absolutely ripped a new one to a couple weeks ago in Chase Claypool. Chase Claypool, you've earned my respect for today, Chase. You earned my respect for today. Now, don't get this misconstrued, okay? Don't think I'm jumping the gun or anything. Don't think that just because these two had a good game today that I'm saying, yes, I'm back on the hype train with them. Yes, oh, Mitch is the starter. Mitch can win games for us. Oh, yes, Chase Claypool is one of our best weapons. I'm not saying that because I still like to say, you know what? Give him time. You know, let's see what happens. Let's just wait a little bit and see what happens. And if they consistently do this, if Chase consistently does this, then I'll officially have him back on my side. But for today, Chase gets my respect. And Chase gets my appreciation for today. Chase Claypool did absolutely amazing today. 7 catches, 96 yards, and the touchdown to put this game away. And I say we win this game in spite of Matt Canada because, once again, his offense looks stale. The very first drive of the game, I saw this team come out fighting, putting their dukes up, playing Pittsburgh Steeler football from the very first drive of the game for us. And I say that because Kenny Pickett had his first career passing touchdown today to Najee Harris on an 11-play, I think it was a 75, I don't remember how many yards it was, but it was 11 plays, took the offense down the field, and found Najee Harris for his first ever passing touchdown. I give serious credit for our quarterbacks today. Could the run game have done better? Absolutely. Could the play calling have been better? Absolutely. Because I would have liked us to be way more aggressive on offense after that opening drive. Because it just seemed to me like after that opening touchdown, it's like, you know what? We have a lead on these guys. Let's just take the foot off the gas pedal a little bit. You can't do that against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I wanted us to be aggressive for the whole game today. But we got it done when it mattered the most and we needed a touchdown. You can't keep doing with these sideline passes and these dink and dunk plays and not taking risks down the field. But for today, they came through when it mattered the most. And that's why I give the offense a lot of credit for today. But the number one thing that I'm giving credit for today, actually the second biggest thing I'm giving credit for today, and it's a reflection of number one, I give our defense all the credit in the world today. I mean, I think we got to Brady and hit him a couple of times. I think we even sacked him. I wasn't keeping count. But the defense, I'm so proud of this defense today. This Tampa Bay offense is loaded with firepower. This Tampa Bay offense is easily capable of being a top 3 offense in the league. You have the GOAT at quarterback. You have Leonard Fournette, another guy who has tormented us ever since he joined the league. You have Mike Evans, one of the best receivers in the league. You have Chris Godwin, who is a phenomenal number 2 receiver. You have Russell Gage, who's been coming on the spot. And you have one of the best O-lines in the league who doesn't allow Brady to get hit at all. And our defense today absolutely played their, excuse my language, but they played their fucking asses off today. That was Pittsburgh defense, man. That was Steeler defense right there. You don't have to sack the quarterback to cause pressure. You don't have to sack the quarterback 5 times a game to have a solid day defensively. You have a solid day defensively by limiting your opponent, keeping him off the field, and being able to stay off the field. And I give Terrell Austin and Brian Flores a lot of credit for today. They were prepared. But the guy that I give the most credit to today, a guy that I am heavily critical on week after week, none other than Mike Tomlin. Coach Tomlin, well done for you today, sir. You had this defense prepared today. You had this team prepared for today. There is no criticism for me of you today. You did what you needed to do today. It looks like you really do come prepared against elite teams, against stacked teams. And even though it may be a bit more frustrating than good for fans like me, it's something that you just can't complain about today. Because while I'm not ready to say, yes, this win changed our season, this win turned our season around, this team has figured it out. I'm not ready to say that yet. I am saying this is a massive W for us today, and this is a win that we need to build off of. So that way, in a couple weeks, if we string together a couple more wins, then we can look back on today and go like, that win we had against the Tampa Bay Bucs back in week 6, that turned our season around. And we've been playing way better ever since then. Because wins like this against a Super Bowl caliber team, against a heavy favorite for the Vince Lombardi Trophy, against the greatest quarterback of all time, against a quarterback that has dominated us his entire career, a guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer, 7-time Super Bowl champion, 15-time Pro Bowler, has broken just about every record in the NFL by a quarterback. It's a win that boosts your confidence. I had us losing to Miami next week. But seeing how the Dolphins played against Minnesota today, and seeing how this offense was, I feel a little bit more confident. Now, I'm not saying, we're going to go down to Miami and beat the Dolphins next week, but it makes me feel a little bit more confident. That's what I'm talking about with Steeler pride. Which is why this guy right here, Mean Joe Green, I think if he were to look at this game today, he'd be proud. He'd be saying, yes, these are the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Now, obviously, yes, it's 6 games in the season. We're still 2-4. We don't have a good record. The AFC North is garbage today. The AFC North is garbage because we're the only team in this division to win today. How about that? The Patriots went into Cleveland, smacked the Browns around. The Bengals dropped one to the Saints, and the Giants upset the Ravens. So, Steeler fans, today is a day to be proud of this team because we're the only team in this trash division to win today. You have a 500 team leading the division, and everyone else is 2-4. Now, how about that? Or maybe the Bengals won. I'm not entirely sure, but New Orleans was leading the last time I checked, but you get the point. But Pittsburgh Steelers, you did well today. You put a smile on my face today when you absolutely needed to. And I couldn't be any more proud of your effort. I'm going to have a couple more takes on on this game later this week, maybe even tonight if I can get it off. But I am not complaining about the Steelers one bit today, except for those couple bumps in the road. I don't want to see Mitch, throwing behind receivers anymore. I don't want to see him stare down receivers anymore. I don't want to see him, force passes. I don't want to see Matt Canada get bland and stale and comfortable with a 4-point lead. I want to see us be aggressive. Those are really the only bad things I have to say. Other than that, this team was fighting, they battled, and they closed out a game. We had the ball at the 2-minute warning, and Tampa didn't even try to use their last timeout. Tampa was the one who quit because they still had one timeout. They could have easily called a timeout and made us play to beat them for good, but we closed it out in the end. And that's what this team has to do. Close out the game. Did we light up the stat sheet? Absolutely not. But when you take into consideration that this defense allowed over 500 yards of total offense last week against the Bills, and we didn't even allow half of that today, it is a massive, massive improvement. And like I said, I'm not ready to say this win turned our season around. This win changed everything for us this year. Let's just wait a little bit. Let's just see how these next few weeks go by. Maybe even at the bye week. Let's just see how it goes. But this is a building block win that we need to improve off of. And like I emphasized enough already, I couldn't be any more proud of this team today. Those are the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Those are the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's all I got to say. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. Links are posted down below. Let me know what you think down below. Guys, we beat the GOAT. Steel Sermon, checking on out for the day. May God bless you all, and may God bless the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Let's go! See you later.